Hi, everyone. Welcome to the PoliticAL update with me, Alexandra Acker-Lyons. I pay attention to the political news so you don't have to. This is the advice I give my millionaire clients, and you get it for free. It is Friday, May 29th. Hello from Louisville, Kentucky. I have not been here since 1998 or 99. I think it was 99 when I came for a DNC training as a fresh-faced college student. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm in this big fancy hotel. And I had forgotten that the bar upstairs turns, which is really, really fun, and which my son Abraham thought was really amazing when I called him from up there. So bought some bourbon for the husband and had a great week learning all about what's going on in a whole bunch of states. Um, okay, candidate news. Paxton won the runoff in Texas. Ken Paxton is the Attorney General of Texas who was indicted. He was impeached by the overwhelmingly Republican Texas House of Representatives, although not convicted by the Senate. Hashtag pattern. Um, and they came out of the gate like screaming that James Tallarico is a freak and a vegan and bringing up some past comments that like we know what he was trying to say when he said God is non-binary, but people were like freaking out about it. But like game on, let's go. I'm a believer, and even if we don't win it this time, we absolutely have to be investing and organizing in Texas. So let's go. Also, I think Tallarico is selling t-shirts that say Telefrico, and I may need to get one of those. Have a whole bunch of primaries coming up on Tuesday. California, Iowa, Montana, New Jersey, New Mexico, South Dakota. Obviously, watching huge races for California governor, the Iowa Senate primary, and a ton of House races. So we'll have a lot of news next week. Um, in other political news, we have some good news in redistricting. South Carolina is not going to redraw their maps for this cycle. They will do it for 2028. And for now, in Alabama, um, where this is a court case that was separate from the Calais case, is now going back to the Supreme Court because they are saying that these maps in Alabama, in addition to being a partisan gerrymander, are also a racist gerrymander because they are. And we're hoping that the Supreme Court has taken so much backlash over Clay that they're willing to um, be on the right side on this one. But, I don't hold out too much faith in the Supreme Court, so we'll see. Um, Also, just want to kind of talk about all the incredible work I've been hearing about this week all over the country. And, um, this is related to expanding the map, but like post-Calais, someone said, the sleeping giant is awake. And here's hoping. Like, this is what we're counting on. They have drawn, like in Texas, cut up Memphis, drawn a bunch of Black and Democratic voters into a bunch of different districts, making them still Republican leaning, but not overwhelmingly. And we've got to go fight for all of them. So after we get through this next round of primaries, I will do an update on which House districts I think we should be looking at to really expand the playing field. Um, Also, got some data on how we rebuild the Democratic brand, and it all comes down to trust. Voters are with us on most issues, but they don't trust us to actually follow through. They're not wrong. Some of it is we don't have the power to follow through, and some of it is we don't have the willpower to follow through. They want us to fight more and show that we're fighting for them and make it less about Trump um, and more about what we're for. Hell yes. I've been saying this for years. But we still do have to point out all of the ridiculous Trump things, like this hilarious botch of the July 4th, 250th anniversary concert with a bunch of like one-hit wonder artists. And several of them have now backed out, saying they thought this was like a nonpartisan, like rah-rah celebration of America thing. Um, and Bruce Springsteen and a whole bunch of other artists have announced a October protest. I think that's a great idea. I would like to see Philadelphia and Pennsylvania do a little bit more around July 4th and fighting back. Democratic governor, Democratic mayor, you're on notice. Do something big and fun. And they have announced that we will do another No Kings protest on June 14th to counter Donald Trump's birthday and dumb UFC cage match on the White House lawn, which, like, how much is that costing us? Hello. 2028 has begun. The DNC rules and bylaws meeting was happening this week to start to determine the presidential calendar for primaries and caucuses. This is hugely consequential. The order of the states will really matter. We saw South Carolina get bumped up in 2024 to help boost Biden, should he have had a real primary challenger. And states are competing for kind of regional spots. So we'll see how all of that plays out. There's also a new Emerson poll out with rankings of presidential candidates. And Gretchen Whitmer said, I'm not going to run in 2028. And then she opened the door back up a little bit, which, like, good for you, girl. It's okay to not know yet. It's okay to not have made up your mind. I hope she does run because I think she's awesome. But we're seeing all the people do all the things. And my shout out of the week goes to all of the folks organizing in really tough places. Red places in blue states don't get a lot of attention. But also there's just a lot of states where, we're trying to stop some bad. Can't really push through any good yet. And we see you and we're here for you. And I hope that you will adopt a state or a place or a region where it's going to just take a really hard slog to get some good. And as someone from Mississippi said this week, it's not complicated, it's just hard. And I love that. We got to go try. We got to go talk to people. We got to go actually help them. So thank you all. Next week from Greece, a little vacation with the fam, and we'll talk then. Bye.